I'm here with local author Diane Pirrone Gelman, who writes under the name DM Pirrone. For people who want to check out your books. People, again, I urge, and I hate to keep using Devil in the White City because I think your books are on par, certainly, with that book. That book just exploded, and your books should as well. If people care about Chicago, if they care about the history of Chicago. I feel like I've learned a lot, and I'm on chapter 3. So, why did you care about this period? What sparked your interest in this period?
Just the upheaval and the chaos of it. I mean, you've got a major Midwestern city that is pretty much its commercial center is obliterated. There were large parts of the city that the fire didn't reach, but the parts that made it work were the ones that got just obliterated by the fire. And now people have to rebuild, and it's part of the spirit of Chicago that we never quit, we never give up. That's something I've always loved about this city. And it was true back then. There were people who were saying Chicago was done for and could never rebuild, and our basic response to that was, yeah, you and what army? So they rebuilt incredibly rapidly, and there were new people coming in trying to, build their fortune, get in on the ground floor of this reviving city. And yet there are so many different communities all kind of jockeying for who's going to have their interests served, who's going to be considered important, who matters, who belongs. So you had all the tribalism of that, and how do all these different communities pull together, and then throwing in a mystery and having a guy like Hanley, who's a crusader for justice in what's very often a corrupt, especially political system, which is nothing new. We still have that. Yeah. So that was just too much fun. Couldn't pass it up.
This is a mystery marathon weekend, and what are some of the mysteries that you've enjoyed over the years on PBS?
Even here, I kind of go for the history. I loved Brother Cadfael, that's the medieval monk with Derek Jacobi. I loved the Hercule Poirot series with David Suchet. He was a brilliant Poirot. Modern day, I really liked Inspector Morse, and I loved the Lewis spin-off series. That was a lot of fun. He was always a great character. He's so earnest.
I know. I just get lost in these, and I look so forward to when I see what's coming on the Mystery Theater. I hope that everybody who sees us today decides to look into your books, because really they are fascinating. They're very Chicago. Thank you so much, Diane, for joining us again. DM Pirrone. We look forward to reading many more of your books.